Thousands of used footballs begin their journey of rebirth at the closed-loop factory. They are dumped into a receiving hopper, kicking off a precise industrial process. Each ball moves along a conveyor system, preparing for the first sorting step. Passing through a computer vision system, mechanical guide bars position the balls so cameras can scan the surface, detecting tears, deformations, and structural damage. Unreusable balls are automatically deflated. Sensors confirm zero pressure, ensuring safety for the mechanical separation stages. Clear sorting. Good balls go for reuse. Severely damaged ones enter the material recycling line. The stream of deflated scrap balls is gathered, ready for the complex dismantling process. The first step is to completely remove the old lacing system. The old synthetic laces are collected separately for plastic pellet processing. A rotary blade cuts precisely along the original seams. The ball is separated into its 4 basic curved leather panels. The leather panels are pressed flat, revealing old scratches and stitching holes. The inner side reveals a worn synthetic woven lining. The old rubber bladder is carefully peeled away using soft pneumatic grippers, keeping it intact without tearing. The old bladders will go into a separate recycling cycle. Load cells accurately measure the mass of the recovered old leather shells. The old leather panels enter a low-speed twin-shaft shredder. Breaking down the original structure into rough leather strips. The leather strips are conveyed further through size reduction systems. A secondary granulator continues to chop the material. Creating small, uniform leather scraps. Crushing rollers compress and break the mechanical bonds deep within the leather scraps. A teasing machine breaks the final bonds, separating the leather scraps into fiber clusters. The panel leather structure completely disappears, leaving only floating micro leather fibers. The pure recycled leather fibers are safely stored in a dedicated silo. At the same time, the old lining layer is also fed into the shredding system. A teasing machine tears the lining into single polyester fibers. Dust and dirt are vacuumed clean from the woven fibers. Fiber length sorting ensures integrity for the new structure. From the storage silo, the recycled leather fiber layer is steadily discharged onto a conveyor belt. This dry, fluffy mass of material is spread flat, ready to proceed directly into the next blending stage. A high-capacity mixer blends the 2 types of fibers together, creating a perfectly uniform fiber mixture, the foundation for the new material. The fiber mixture is blown into a web-forming chamber by an aerodynamic stream. Compressed air randomly arranges the fibers into a continuous, delicate, and porous web. Rollers gently press to initially shape the fiber web. Thousands of barbed needles continuously punch to interlock the fibers, creating a solid mechanical bond. Spraying a water-based binder to lock the microstructure tightly. Passing through a thermal drying chamber, removing moisture and activating the binder. A thermal calendar machine compresses the fiber web into a flat, thin, and flexible leather composite sheet. Laser sensors control the exact thickness down to the micrometer, coating a thin polyurethane layer to create adhesion and protect the surface. The PU-coated web is immediately passed through a high-temperature embossing roller. The steel roller deeply engraves the characteristic pebbled texture of a football onto the surface, creating perfect grip and friction. The immediate cooling process permanently sets the leather grain and protective coating. To meet commercial standards, a centrifugal cutting system trims away rough edges, ensuring the leather sheet has a uniform width and sharp-trimmed margins. Finally, the finished leather strip is tightly wound into large rolls. From the finished leather roll, an industrial hydraulic press makes a decisive cut, shaping the first oval leather panel with absolute precision. The second leather panel is separated from the backing mat by a robotic arm. The third leather panel glides down the inspection chute. Industrial lighting highlights the matte surface and tiny pebbled microstructure, ensuring standard grip. The four perfect pieces form the classic foundational structure, ready for the stitching process. The flat leather panel continues through a mechanical hole punch. Industrial steel needles punch down with precise pressure, piercing the thick leather to create a row of sharp, empty lacing holes. A technician aligns the leather panels on a fixed mold. To create the perfect shape and hide the seams, the four leather panels are joined using an inside-out stitching technique. An industrial sewing system with ultra-durable heavy-duty thread tightly locks the cut edges with absolute precision. An industrial sewing machine joins the two upper leather panels, stitching the two lower leather panels, joining the two halves of the ball, entirely stitched inside out. Checking the tension and tightness of the ultra-durable stitching. The ball shell is completely sewn, resting in a fully inside-out state. The ball shell is then turned right side out. Through the technical opening, a super elastic synthetic rubber bladder is inserted inside, aligning the inflation valve perfectly with the valve hole on the shell. The real magic happens as the ball is inflated, shaping into a solid 3D oval. An automatic lacing machine crisscrosses the classic white laces through the waiting holes. The ball is placed into a steel shaping mold in preparation for inflation. High pressure inflates the bladder, forcing the shell to expand and fit snugly into the mold. A pressure gauge locks in the standard pressure. A laser scanning station checks the symmetry and dimensions of the vertical and horizontal axes. The final visual inspection spin. The pebbled surface is perfect. From waste materials, an industrial standard recycled football is officially born.